Hello, everyone, and welcome to yoga. My name is Skye. I'll be your teacher. Today, we're doing a restorative practice, which is perfect for winding down for bed. If you have anxiety, anytime that you find a place for rest in your day, this is perfect for that. So, with that being said, 2 blocks, 2 bolsters, pillows, blankets, anything that you need to help this feel really restorative and restful for you. And we'll get started. I'll see you on the mat. So we'll start our practice today by coming into a restorative child's pose, grabbing a hold of your bolster and placing it long in front of you, and just starting to walk yourself down, sending your hips back, and arms can just rest on the sides, palms down or palms face up. Closing off the eyes, begin to tune into your body, to your breath. Letting the shoulders relax and melt off of the bolster onto the floor. Anything that came before you, just let it gently fall away. If anything is ruminating in your mind, just know that if it's important, it'll be there when you get back. Typically in restorative yoga, we'll try to hold poses anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes. So really just finding a place where you can get comfortable and settle in. Maybe widening the knees. Take these moments to set an intention for our time together today. What is it that you need or that you're craving? Can you surrender to your body to rest? Starting to consciously lengthen your exhales compared to your inhales. And by doing this, we're activating our sympathetic nervous system, that rest or digest state. It is in this state that we can reduce the stress in our bodies, how we hold tension, which will in turn bring us more peace and mental clarity, where we can foster a space to love ourselves more deeply, to show up more authentically. Breathe into this space. If you're still holding tension in your belly, let that go now. Give yourself permission to fully let go. Inhale deeply. Exhale smoothly. On your next inhale, start to walk yourself back up. And exhale. Inhale, arms lift towards the ceiling. Exhale, pull that energy back down to heart center. 2 more just like that. Inhale, pulling up and out of your pelvis. Exhale, bring it to center. Last deepest inhale of your day. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Beautiful. Moving the bolster off to the side for a moment. Shifting the feet out in front of you. And in this moment, you can grab hold of the blocks, or if you have that bolster, setting it underneath the heels of your feet. And if you want extra cushion here, taking that blanket and setting it underneath your hips. Extend the spine tall once you've arrived there. And when you're ready, start to walk yourself down over your legs. If you can't quite touch your forehead to your knees, feel free to grab that bolster, set it along your shins, resting your arms on top, and bring your forehead to the top of the bolster. Really embracing the rounding in our spines. In this space, we are opening up through our back body, increasing circulation. Can you find an even deeper release? Where are you still holding tension in your body? And for a moment, ask yourself how often you consciously relax your body throughout your day. So often we get caught in the busyness, we get caught in the chaos, and we stop prioritizing relaxation. Relaxation is not something that has to be earned. It is something that we have to prioritize in order for everything else in our lives to flow smoothly. Relax your shoulders. Feel the space between each vertebrae, untangling, loosening, becoming softer. Are you breathing or are you holding your breath? Feel your neck relaxing, cheekbones, lips, teeth, and tongue. Eyes and eyebrows and the space between them. Imagine that there is a circle on your forehead, and with each inhale, the circle expands, sending a vibration of warmth through your body. Inhale and exhale. 2 more deep inhales here. And release. Last inhale. On your next exhale, start to walk yourself back up. Placing bolster off to the side. Feet come off of the block or bolster that you have. We're going to be coming into a heart opener. So shift your hips to the middle of your mat. Feel free to keep the blanket underneath your hips. Placing the bolster lengthwise behind you, almost as an extension of your spine, so coming out of your sacrum. And options to keep the bolster on the floor here, or you can place a block underneath the top of it to get a little bit more height. Another option here is to grab blocks or pillows and find a Baddha Konasana variation. So placing the blocks underneath your knees, soles of the feet come together. The knees drop out to the side. Adjust your blocks as needed so that your legs can fully rest on top of them. You may have to adjust as you come into the pose, slowly walking yourself back over the bolster. Shoulder blades melt off the sides. And find rest. Palms can face towards the sky if you wish to receive energy, or face down if you're in need of grounding. Feel your body softening around the breath. You are deserving of rest. You are deserving of love. You are deserving of respect and appreciation. You are deserving of a creative life. You are enough without the bells and whistles, without your sense of humor, without everything external to your soul. You are enough. How often do you reassure yourself of this? In this moment, can you whisper, "I love you"? Can you tell your soul that you will hold space for him, her, or them? Feel your belly expanding as you sip air into your lungs. Feel the coolness as the air enters your body and the warmth as it leaves. Begin to dissolve the boundary between inhale and exhale. Smooth out the curve. Relaxed yet sustained awareness of the breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, sink even deeper. On your next inhale, reaching the palms up overhead, interlace the fingers, flip the palms towards the ceiling, and for a moment, pressing your palms towards the ceiling, feel the shoulder blades separate and widen. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands float back down to the ground. Knees come back together. And walk yourself up to a seated position. From here, leaning your body over your knees, grabbing hold of opposite elbows, tucking chin to chest. Coming into this fetal position, you are safe, you are loved. Beautiful. Coming back to center, removing the blocks off to the side. And from here, feet come as wide as your mat. Drop the knees to the left, hips will follow. And angle your hips to face the long side of your mat. And from here, we're going to be coming into a reclined twist. So either keeping the bolster where it is, or feel free to place a block underneath, or 2 or 3, whatever it is that you crave for the depth. And when you're ready, turning your upper body to face the bolster and then walking yourself down. And if your elbows aren't touching the floor here, you have 2 options: either lower your bolster down to the ground more, or place blocks or pillows underneath your elbows. Everything should be able to rest effortlessly here. And we'll be here for about 3 minutes before transitioning to the other side. Feel the release happening in your hips. Everything in your body becoming heavier and heavier and heavier. Let go of any tension you're holding in your feet, in your jaw, or in your shoulders. Let everything go limp. On your next inhale, slowly pressing back. Coming back to that neutral, looking forward. And for a moment, drop chin to chest. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Keep the shoulder blades drawing back and down. Exhale, center. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Exhaling back down to center. From here, spidering the fingertips out wide, just until you can feel that little bit of activation on your upper back, on your shoulders. Let go of all of your stale air. And inhale, right ear rolls to right shoulder. Hold here for a breath. Inhale. Exhale, center. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Exhale and hold. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale back to center. Hands come to the tops of the knees as you drop them down to the right. Shift your hips so your hips are facing the side of your mat. Turn your upper body towards the bolster and slowly begin to walk yourself down. Again, if your elbows can't quite touch the floor, using blankets or blocks to help assist you. Every inhale nourishes your body. And every exhale, you release the stagnant energy and tension. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, coming back up. From here, leaving the bolster where it is, coming to turn your body to face the bolster. You can move the blanket out of the way and remove the block from underneath the bolster if you had it there. We're going to come into a restorative pigeon pose. Now, if you need to modify further, feel free to take a restorative pigeon on your back. I'll demonstrate. So coming to lie down on your back, feel free to place the blanket underneath your head and your shoulders. The knees come just to where your fingertips can touch your heels. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. And either stay here, or you can take your hands behind your left knee, interlace your fingers, and rest here. Finding where you can be comfortable. If this is still too much, feel free to place a block underneath your left foot. If you're coming into the full restorative pigeon, bolster out in front. Coming into tabletop, and we cross that right leg underneath, walking the left leg back, peek over your left shoulder, make sure everything's in one line, and when you're ready, walking yourself down over the bolster, left ear comes to rest. Your only job is to focus on the breath. Feel it moving through your body, touching every muscle, bone, tendon, ligament. Everything relaxes on your breath. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, slowly begin to come back up to center. If you're in the reclined version, just switching over to the other leg. Tuck under the back toe, lift your knee just enough to slide that right foot back. From here, coming into the other side, sneaking that left foot through, and walking your right leg back. Peeking over again, making sure everything's in one line. And when you're ready, walking yourself over the bolster, right ear comes to the mat. There's nothing in this moment that you have to do or be. There is nothing needed from you. Let go of any control, of any resistance to fully relaxing in this moment. And if you notice at any point in this practice that you felt resistance, take that as a sign to go inward, to do some self-work as to why it is hard for you to relax, to fully surrender, to be held by somebody else for any amount of time. Let go and breathe. Exhales become consciously longer than the inhale. Inhale. And exhale, slowly begin to walk yourself back up. Weight goes into your left hip as you swing that right leg around. From here, we're going to widen the legs, coming into the last pose before we make our way into Shavasana. So you can set the blanket underneath the hips. And grab hold of your 2 blocks or 2 pillows. Setting your bolster out long in front of you. We'll adjust after we get our legs in place. So we're going to come into a wide V, either on the floor or you can set your heels on top of blocks. This is one of my favorite stretches. So coming to find wherever's comfortable for you. And then bolster out long in front. wiggling out the hips, releasing any last-minute tension here before we descend. On an inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. And exhale, walking yourself over the bolster, either coming to find rest on your forehead or on a left or right ear. Shoulders fall towards the ears. And in this moment, can you imagine somebody placing sandbags all along your back, on your hands, and this feeling of being grounded washes over you. Imagine that there are roots extending beneath your heels, all the way under your legs, your hips, all the way up to your head. And these roots extend into the earth, holding you firm in the soil. Inhale. Exhale, release even deeper. Follow the waves of your breath. Give yourself over entirely to the experience, to the sensations that you're experiencing in your body. If you have your ear on the mat or on the bolster, switch it over to the other one now. Inhale. And exhale, sink even deeper. Inhale. Exhale, begin to walk yourself back up. Using both your hands to lift your right leg off of the block. Lifting the left leg. And then your choice for a Shavasana. So you can either come into a traditional Shavasana, lying on your back, feet splaying out to the sides, or feel free to come into another heart opener, or take that child's pose that we started with in the beginning. Whatever your body is asking for, go there now. And when you arrive, let go of the conscious control of your breath. Feel the lightness in your body, the openness of your heart, and the relaxation that you've cultivated, preparing you for a deep, restful sleep or a productive and peaceful day ahead. Please stay in Shavasana for as long as you need. I truly appreciate your presence in this class, and I hope to see you again. Namaste.